really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Now, if I had a piano, I'd be playing right now with my tux on, smiling. Well, it's been 4 years, y'all, and it's been a real good 4 years. We've had some ups, had some downs. We've had some trolls, and we've had a lot of good roles. There's been a lot of laughs and a lot of jokes that have been told, a lot of teaching, and a lot of reaching that has been done. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. That's the Nat King Cole point. That's for my mama. Let's get it. It's been 4 years up in this motherfucker, y'all, and I'm still here. What? Let's get it cracking. Here I am. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy anniversary, relationship rehab. We still putting it down. Well, here I is, here I go on another foe. And it's been 4 years on this fucking show. And I've been here doing my thing and getting it in every day. And me and my people coming back with the light. And everybody subscribe if you kinda like what I do, what I say, and the things I do. And I'm gonna try to teach you a thing or two. And maybe you can teach a little bit to me, and then we can all make it grow, you see, cause that's what you call building. And if it's old, I tear it down, and that's rehabbing, I guess. But there it is, gotta put a little freestyle together. This is the show that I do every year, and I'm excited to do this one because I'm still here. Everybody can't say that, Jack. I'm just saying I'm still here, and I'm glad that, hey, no matter what, big or small, however you want to measure it, growth is growth. That's just pretty much where I'm at. I'm really glad that everybody, I hope that you all had a good Christmas or are still having a good Christmas. And I'm going to tell you something. I almost said, no, I ain't going to do this show. But I thought about it and I said, you know what? Everybody, and hear me when I say this, everybody ain't got family members on Christmas. I'm blessed. I got my wonderful wife. I got my amazing daughter. And I got a brand new newborn, 5 month, about to be 6 month old son. Everybody ain't got that. Some people, and I don't know if they watching or if they will watch, some people ain't got nobody calling them and checking up on them. So my only ask for tonight, aside from donation, call somebody that you ain't talked to and just tell them, hey, and tell them that you love them and you was thinking about them. You never know what a phone call can do to somebody or for somebody. Let me say that again. Just go through all, and it's very easy to do. Take your phone and look at your friends list and pick 3 people, maybe 5 people. While you're sitting on the toilet, ain't doing shit. whatever the case may be, and just tell them, hey, look, I ain't heard from you today, or I ain't talked to you in a while. I just wanted to call to say Merry Christmas and that I love you. That's all it takes. Because I'm telling you, that goes a long way. And it's like I said, there are so many people that you may not know that could possibly be alone tonight. There are so many people that could be at home depressed. A lot of people got loved ones, and this is a bad time for them. Man, and shout out, and I don't know if they're watching or not, but to the Triggs family, one of the guys, one of my buddies from Michigan, his mom died today, and it's like that's something that's gonna be with him forever. Aside from the loss, you got to deal with, every year you're gonna be reminded of that. And I'm just saying, it all matters. So make sure that you call somebody, talk to somebody, and just tell them, hey man, just thinking about you. Hey man, just want to check up on you. I love you. Glad you're doing all right. Or if it's a tough time, praying for you, thinking about you. It matters. It matters. You ain't got to send a mass text. A text don't do what a conversation does. JC, I hear you. I get it. And that's the kind of world we've gotten to. But I can tell you this myself. All the mass texts I get for Christmas, I just be like, thanks. Same to you, bro. Appreciate it. Same to y'all. A phone call takes time. Time matters. So I'm just saying, y'all, take just, 5 or 10 minutes out your day that really you would spend bullshitting, watching some nigga with a G.I. Joe shirt on YouTube, filing your fingernails, picking the toe jam out, digging in your nose. It don't matter. Take the time to just call somebody and just tell them that. Trust me, you'll be glad that you did. You'll be glad that you did. But after you've done that, tune your asses back in and come over here and let's watch the show. Now, I'm going to tell you what I want to do tonight. I got a couple of things that I just want to, because I'm telling you, I was getting ready for the show, and I get, y'all know how every year I get nostalgic. I start reminiscing. Reminisce on the shows we had. Girl. Yep, Mary J. Blige, or reminisce. Or go with the Pete Rock and CL Smooth, the Trouble T. Roy. They reminisce over you. And that's what I started doing. I had to stop because I was enjoying myself having a goddamn party. I'm laughing and shit. My wife coming to the room like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, myself. I'm just saying, I started really enjoying myself. So I stopped and said, hey, let me go ahead and get the show together so we can laugh at my ass together. All right. But I just want to say it is truly humbling to see where I started and where I'm at today. It really is. It really is humbling. And it's like, I'm so glad that I took the time to do what I'm doing tonight because, and also too, not just for myself to remember, but for y'all too, because some of y'all been here since day one. Some of y'all been watching the brother since the first show with the fucked up backgrounds and the sound all fucked up and all that shit. Y'all, well, my sound still ain't quite right, but it's better. A lot of y'all been watching since then. So, and shout out to my man Bolo. You did a great show tonight, Bo. Real talk. I was in and out of it, getting ready and all that kind of stuff, but I definitely heard a good portion of it. It was good, man. Good show, bro, as always. And shout out to Lyric. Lyric got on that show tonight, dropped some bombs, like Hiroshima dropped bombs. But it was good. And y'all check my man Bolo out, Bolo TV, if you haven't. He's doing some real work, man. So y'all check him out if y'all haven't already. But I just want to say I appreciate everything. I really do. And I know you hear it, and I say it all the time, but y'all have no idea. I really do appreciate it. This is something that I really love to do, and I have a good time doing it. But it wouldn't mean as much if y'all weren't here. It honest to God, it really wouldn't. It would not mean as much if you all were not here. So with that being said, I said this. I'm gonna open up the lines. I'm gonna look at like 2 videos of some old throwback shit. I'm gonna open up the lines. If y'all want to talk about whatever, I don't care. You want to tell me I ain't shit? You want to tell me that I was a DJ and last night I saved your life? That's fine too. But we can talk about relationships. We can talk about politics. We can talk about guns. We can talk about whatever, the news. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about tonight. I'm just feeling that good. Now, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to go down no rabbit holes and get into no conspiracy theories. I don't want to hear that shit. But I do want to have a good time. I do want to have a good time. And like I said, other than that, we can talk about whatever. I don't want nobody telling me no conspiracy theories, how they still got aliens in Area 51 and all that. I believe you. It's fine. I don't want to hear about the earth being flat. I believe you. It's fine. Let's just keep going. But other than that, y'all go ahead. Like I said, I just want to run a couple of videos real quick and just show y'all some of the shit I was looking at. And then we can actually just do whatever, man. And like I said, if we on here for 20 minutes or we on here for a couple of hours, it is what it is. Let's do it. So without further ado, let me show y'all some real I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I'm gonna do it. I don't know why, but I'm gonna do it. All right. Now, I know that some of y'all are gonna really enjoy me embarrassing myself and just talking about how fucked up my shit was, but it is what it is. He said the conspiracy that the Cowboys have a chance to win the NFC East. Dude, I don't know what the hell is going on with the NFC East. It seems like everybody over there just want to lose. Or they trying to, it's like at first in the beginning of the season, they all wanted to lose. And now they all want to win. I don't know. It is terrible over there. They got a terrible display of football going on in the NFC East. And the fact that the Cowboys, who've been through so much, actually have a chance of trying to get to the playoffs and winning the NFC East. Boy, I tell you, that would be hilarious. It truly would be hilarious. Like, Cowboys won the NFC East. How the hell did that happen? I don't know, but they did it. All right, y'all. So look, let's go ahead and let's get it cracking. Now, this handsome young man here, this is me trying to do my thing some years ago. Let's see what happens. I just want you to take a look at the shit I got going.
We're live now? All right.
Now, I didn't know
the Relationship Rehab is now live for the very first time. This is a test.
Why did I have a white background? I don't know why I did that. That's literally, I bought one of those, and now that ain't no white bed sheet, motherfuckers. I had some kind of sense where I bought a background thing, because I'm telling you, look, when I bought this white sheet that y'all see, there is actually, it came with 3 different backdrops. It was a green, a black, and a white. Now, why didn't I use the green screen? Because I didn't know what the fuck green screen was or how the fuck to use it. I just saw it and I said, I'm going to get it because it was all in the 3-pack. It was like a bonus pack. And I sat here and I said, I'm going to pick the white one. I don't know.
This is only a test. So, we are testing. And I wonder if there are people who can see this. I don't know if that's possible or not, but you never know. Hey. I wonder who can see me. Let me see if I can see me from my other. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I can see myself. All right, so for those of you who are just now tuning in, this is the
And I think I'm
very
sitting
first
in my I'm either
test
sitting in
of
my
the
living room.
live broadcast that's going to
I
be
think I'm
coming
sitting in my living room.
soon.
Yeah, this
So
got to be in the living room. I was in
hope
my
that you
no.
can see
I'm in the
this.
kitchen on the
Hey,
counter.
there we go. We got a hey Chassis. What's up, Preem? Got a couple of people that's checking in with your boy. Boy, I
This
tell you,
shit
it's
was
good
crazy.
to be loved by those people that got love for you. I tell you. So
What am I
send me a
talking
text or
about?
something, man. Let me know how it looks. Let me know what's going on. If it looks good, if it looks bad.
Terrible, Kenny.
Let me know
Just terrible.
how I got myself. Yeah, let me pop my collar, even though I don't have a collar, but some kind of collar. Small collar. There we go. I can see a little bit there.
CJ, you said it's only coming out your left headphone too. See, my audio was fucked up. It was all
yeah, man. So I hope that this is gonna be the first of many broadcasts, and man, we just wanted to get this test going just to see how things are looking.
I don't know what I'm doing.
See if this is gonna be popping, and popping like it's supposed to be.
I'm literally just like wasting time.
So we will. There we go. I can see that a little bit better. Yeah. And there go my people checking in with me, letting me know it's good. It's all good. I appreciate you guys.
And
Man,
look,
you guys are all good.
Let me tell y'all this right now.
Thank you, Jade. Jade, I tell you, I appreciate you allowing your husband to do what he does with me. I appreciate you so much. You just don't know. It makes me sometimes just want to tear up just to say, man, you know, people just don't do things like that for people nowadays, and you do.
And look, I'm telling you, shout out to Jade Petrangelo and her husband, Mike Petrangelo. Look, Mike Petrangelo, let me tell y'all something. He was a great audio video producer, dude, but I just had a bunch of shitty equipment, and it was like my shit wouldn't even be, it would have been even more terrible if it wasn't for him. He took the look, all that shit that you see is actually his shit. That's his microphone, his mic arm. The only thing that was mine was my old ass MacBook that I still got to this day that I only use for downloading content. But all that shit that I had in this shot, the little Scarlett amplifier and all that shit, that was all his. I swear to God. He like literally like, look, bro, I'm gonna let you use my shit to do this. And I was like, word? He was like, yes, I'm gonna help you as best I can.
And I just want to say I thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, but I'm glad that this is working, man. I'm hoping that that this is gonna really take off. I hope that this will encourage. Hey, if you know somebody that hasn't subscribed to my channel, then you need to tell that somebody to subscribe to my channel. Cause yeah, we gotta grow this thing. We gotta make it bigger. So when I do go on, people can start saying, "Hey, it's time. It's live," and I gotta tune in. So yeah, we gotta grow this thing and get it bigger. Get it to where people are.
I had about 4 people watching. Swear to God.
I
swear it's about 4 people.
I'm hoping that once this thing gets up and going, that we can start doing like maybe probably like a weekly show where it's just, hey, you know, some topics and we talking and we getting some things together. Wow. I'm imagining if my executive producer can have this thing set up to where people can actually call in. I think
ain't had
that's
no call in or nothing.
We just wanted to test the first thing first, which was the video to make sure that the stream is cool, the stream looks good.
Yes.
And yeah, we can get that second part in where people can maybe Skype in, maybe call in, however we gonna do it, but we gonna have a dialogue. So it's not just gonna be I just don't want like a one-way street thing where it's just me talking, even though I can talk. If you haven't noticed that by now, I can run.
But look, even 4 years ago, I'm still trying to have a discussion. That's what's up.
Yeah, so I want to do that and then have it to where people can call in, give their points of views, give their opinions, their ideas. I just want it to be a big old collaboration. So hopefully we can get that going. Things are looking good, man. I'm excited about what we're doing. This is something I've never done before, so it's off the chain for me. It's exciting for me, and all of the support that I've been getting, everybody that has like really just gave me their support, people I know, people I don't know. I appreciate that, man, because you didn't have to do it. So thank you. stuff I've done. I appreciate that, man. I've never even like met Chassie before, and she's like supported me, subscribed to the channel.
Wow, y'all know how long ago that was?
Some of the videos and stuff I've done. I appreciate that, man, because you didn't have to do it. So thank you.
Shout out to Chassie,
A1s from day ones, Preem. I appreciate you, brother. Always supporting, man. Oh, and I love the shirts too, dude. Those shirts you did, man, that's hot. That color demo, I like it. So yeah, keep on doing your thing, man. And hopefully, man, we can get this thing popping where I can be wearing your shirts on my show. So hey, it's all about everybody helping each other, man. And
see, Bob was a good dude even back then. Look,
I'm gonna do it. So that's just the type of cat I am. I wonder how many.
It's almost over, G friend. Don't worry.
6 people, man.
6 people.
What y'all talking about? I got 6 people. Y'all see how excited I am? So one day when I have 600 or 6,000, I'm gonna be like, hey, I was excited when I had 6 people on. My 6 people that signed on for the very first time.
Oh man,
chime in, hit a 1 or something, or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm excited, man. Just for people to just be willing to spend some of their time to engage with me, man, and just to see what I have to say, and hopefully I can hear what you have to say, and we can just make something really happen. We can build off of something. Wow. Because at the end of the day, I just want this to be able to help somebody become a better version of themselves.
Ooh, yes, still dropping that knowledge back then.
Because I'm just that cold. So it's all good, man. I appreciate it. Actually, you were showing me how I can actually see my comments. Yeah, there we go. Lazy Max, what's happening? I can give some shout outs. I could definitely do that.
Look at that.
I shouted out to Jade. I shouted out to Chassie. I shouted out to Sifu, Chi, and yeah, whoever else could decide to jump on, I can shout them out too. But until then, I can keep running my mouth until the test is complete. How we looking? We good? Test is good? All right. So I'm going to take that as my cue to end the very first relationship rehab test. The relationship rehab.
Man, boy, I tell you, that was a long time ago. Now, for those of you who don't know, there once was a time when let me see if I can find it first. Shit. Where the fuck is it? I had the privilege and the honor of doing a show with one of the greatest YouTubers of all time. There we go. We actually had, I believe, like 30 something shows. We did like over 30 shows. Y'all can see them here. We did like over 30 shows together. Ain't that some shit? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember this? Oh my goodness. Those were the days. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man.
Yeah, they're all saying they're hearing it. And it's saying that, yep, it's getting louder.
And it's getting loud.
Look at me.
Yep, because like it's loud now.
Fucking up.
You know what? Look, I can try something. I can hang up and call you right back.
Let me try this.
Didn't need no welfare state. Everybody.
Yeah, there's something that's either near your mic.
I didn't know what the fuck.
Do you have a USB mic?
Now, look at this shit here. Now, y'all see Tommy shit, right? Look at his shit. This nigga got a fireplace. He got some belts behind him. He got the mic. He got the Shure mic popping. He even got the TV behind him. Look at my shit. I'm sitting here with a freshly unfolded green screen, and I wasn't using the green screen. Oh my God. I wasn't. Why did I do that? I have no idea. Why did I do that? I had a green screen and wasn't using the green screen. Why put up the green screen? I don't know why I did the green sheet. Why did I do this? And look, my ghetto ass didn't even iron the motherfucker. I didn't even iron that shit. Look at it. That motherfucker was folded up in a package with them other 2 sheets that I had in there, them other 2 backdrops that I had in the pack. I told y'all it was a value pack. See there? That's insane. Audio, terrible.
Yeah, it's a USB mic. Yep. Let me move that.
Yep. See, I had the USB joint. Man.
Is it my headphones?
It stopped.
It stopped.
Whatever you did made it stop.
I just moved that cord to make sure that it was connected tight. I guess it may have been a little loose.
All right, there you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. You were saying that you when you make sure you give me shouts out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. So it's like it is you like I guess it inspired me to take a chance and to do it. It was like one of the first things that I remember seeing you was when you did a video about the pastor Bishop Trotter in Chicago about the baby in the tub.
Yep.
And
look, you
like,
about to hear how somebody just asked,
and he's
how did me and
how did me and Tommy meet?
Off,
and it was like something I saw, and it was like, man, I just kept watching. I just kept watching and following you after that, and it was just things that you would say and things that you did. I was like, man, this dude is an everyday type of dude, and he's doing something that's really helping people, even though some people may take it wrong or take it differently. I said, man, maybe that's something that I can do with things that I do, and I said, well, man, why not give it a try? And man, here I am, man. And it's like a few years later, and my dreams are coming true, man. So I just want to help somebody at the end of the day, man, to become a better version of themselves, man. That's at the end of the day what I'm trying to do.
Nice. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about some of the things that I bring up, and let's see if we can patch up some of these holes in the Black community, as far as especially when it comes to relationships.
Wow.
If you have,
and look, let me tell y'all something. It was like the first time I ever saw Tommy on his show was, like I said, it was about Bishop in Chicago, Bishop Larry Trotter, who is actually someone that I know. And even though I wasn't going to his church at the time, I had no longer been going to the church, but there was a picture that was out on the internet, and it was him in the bathtub with his granddaughter. And the internet lost its mind. I mean, everybody was going the fuck in. Why are you in the tub with this little girl and all that? It was, man, crazy. But Tommy was the first video like I saw about it. Somebody, I don't know if I was just on YouTube or it was on Facebook or something, clicking a link or some shit, and it came up. And I was like, damn, let me see this shit. And I watched it, and I watched him. And I was like, this nigga is going the fuck in. And he did. He went in. But I then started watching because I didn't know who he was. I was like, I don't know who this nigga is. I never heard of him, never seen him. So I started watching some of his content. And then I think I watched something about, it was something about he was going off on a black woman, on a BT. And he was going off. And I was like, damn, this dude is going hard. I was just like, I said, man, this nigga crazy. I said, this nigga disrespectful as hell. But I was intrigued. I kept watching him. And then I said, wait a minute. It was like maybe around the second or third video that I watched of his, and I kind of saw the pattern of just him, I guess if you want to say chastising or getting on these motherfucking women, black women. And then I said, thank you, appreciate it. And then I said, this nigga can't be this crazy. I said, he can't just be talking shit to just be talking shit. I said, there has to be a method to his madness. And then I saw one of his live shows that went like a couple of hours long. And I watched it. And watching that show, I can't remember which one it was, but watching that show and everything else that led up to it, a light went off, and I said, he not crazy. I said, this nigga is on to some shit. I said, he's trying to address a problem, and he's just doing it from a nigga perspective. That's just what it was. And it was like, the more and more I started watching him, then I was like, oh yeah, he talking about some real shit that we don't normally talk about, that we don't normally have discussions about, especially on a platform like this, like on the radio, if you will. People don't have that. And it was like he started talking, he was talking about stuff, and it started making me like, man, I want to see more of this dude. And then I caught a live show. And because I didn't know that he just went live like that. So I caught a live show. And on that live show, I saw that he was taking calls and all that kind of stuff. And this was back when he was like, he had all of the bells and whistles, was doing the taxi shit. Had the do y'all remember the Versace, the Tommy of Tommy? That shit was cold. I don't care what nobody say. That Versace shit was cold with the little animated. Then he had it animated and all that. And it really got me intrigued to the point to where I called in. And I started calling in. The first couple of times I didn't get on. And then one time I did. And we had like a great conversation. We like was clicking. And everybody was like, man, I like to call in. He was like, man, bro, I had a great call. He's like, you should call in more often. I was like, God damn it, I will. And it was like, that was back in, I want to say 2014. No, it was actually before that, wasn't it? No, it was around it was about 2014. Yeah, it was about 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. And that's when I just started listening, started calling in. And then it was like, I wasn't like a regular, but every time I would call in, we would have a really good call where we would really talk about the issue, have some fun, make some jokes, because we were both, we just had that chemistry. And man, it just hit off. And it was like one time I called in and we were talking and laughing. And everybody had a great time. People were laughing and all that stuff. And he said, you know what? He said, man, we should do a show together. He's like, people are telling me that we should do a show together. And I'm like, what? He was like, I'm telling you. I was like, well, shit, I don't care. I'm like, shit, I don't know nothing about doing this shit. I was like, let's do it. And it was like, once that happened, he hit me up. And he had gave me his number from the email or whatever. And he hit me up. He was like, hey, man, I'm serious. And that's when because at first I thought, oh, he bullshit. He ain't gonna do no goddamn show with me. I'm a fucking nobody. And he was like, hey, man, I was serious about the show. And man, it was like a few weeks later, boom, we was right here doing this motherfucker right here.
I had to name the top 3 things that sabotage your relationship. What would they be?
I would probably say first and foremost is communication. And I say that because a lot of people always say communication, and a lot of people say you got to communicate, but I'm the person where I always say it's not that we don't communicate, it's that we don't know how to communicate properly. And I think that a lot of people don't communicate properly because of really 2 things. They are afraid or they have reservations about being truthful and transparent. So it's like, if you can't be truthful and transparent with yourself, how can you be truthful and transparent with me? If I can't, say, hey, this is the type of person that I am, these are the type of things that I like to do, and be able to be confident in saying that, then how can I deal with somebody else who's going to be in a relationship with me and they don't even know the real me because I can't tell them because I'm too ashamed or I'm too fearful myself, whether it's fear of rejection or whether it's being shameful about what it is that I am or what it is that I do. If I can't be confident in that in myself, then how can I expect somebody else to even accept that?
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I would say probably number 2 would probably be being able to self-assess, being able to look at yourself, see where you at, see the type of person that you are, and see those things, there are opportunities that you may have to be better, and actually saying, hey, this is what I am, and this is what I need to work on, and going from that particular point. I would say part 2 to that, I guess, or number 3 to that would be.
Let's stop you right there. Self-assess. I think that's one of the things that plague the Black community probably more than anybody else. Because, see, everybody else is either judged by success or failure because they see success or failure. But I think the problem with Black people is that we have so few successes that we measure our successes by things that aren't successes because we're trying to get ourselves out of failures that we've been mired in. If you come from a family where failure is normal, if you come from a hood family, you've all been in the projects, well, your level of success, the measurement changes. So now your level of success may be, well, I got a car. Now your level of success may be, well, I take care of all my kids' babies' daddies ain't in prison. You see what I'm saying? Like the self-assessment becomes difficult for a group of people who basically are on the floor and anything is considered.
You know what I like about this? I'm going to tell you the best thing about this show that we did. And it was so unique and special to me because we did it all essentially in every show, just about. And if you go back and look at these shows, you will see it. We had the topic, but we would always have a place where we joke. We'd always have a place where we ask the question or whatever the questions needed to be asked. And then we would always find a way to actually build and come up with some type of solution and give some tools. That was amazing. And I will say this, I ain't seen nothing like it since. Just saying. I ain't seen nothing like it since. It's like, and one of the biggest things that I always truly appreciate about this time that we had was that Tommy, the genius that he had to see in me what I didn't even see, and to be able to take that opportunity and use my greenness, if you will, not my sheet, but my greenness of me being so ignorant to what it was that was going on, but I was genuine and authentic in what I was doing and saying. He was able to harness that and turn that into that. He saw in me what I didn't see and was able to take it and use me to help others, to help people do what it was that we did on that show, through what we did on that show. And no, I ain't no, Dr. Phil or nothing like that, but I must give him a tremendous amount of credit to say, bro, what you saw in me and what you used me for was nothing short of amazing. Because you talk about some 30 odd shows of where we had all of this going on throughout each episode. Whether we had trolls we fought through, whether we had underage people we fought through, whether we had people that were coming in actually needing help at in tears, people coming in with the wrong idea. That's how I met Jason Gunn. Jason Gunn is my Dembe. He always got my six, always got my back. That's how I met him on this show. And it's like, man, the relationships that I was able to build and all of the things that oh shit. Sorry. But it was all good. But everything that we did and everything that I was able to do and the people I was able to meet, it was awesome. It just was. And it's like, I am at nothing. I'm just so proud of what we was able to do. It was, man. It really was.
Because they're on the floor. So everything is considered up. They don't have a level of less between.
I believe that if you start by, and this may sound corny, but when you start with a dream, then you have something that you're shooting for. You have a bar, you have an objective and a goal, whatever it is that you want to do in life. And that's something that your parents put in you. They make you say, what are you going to be? What you going to do when you grow up? Who are you going to be? And it can't be, we all can't be rappers and basketball players and football players. And we can't all be that. So something that's attainable. And when you have that goal, you can then look at and see, what does it take for me to get here? And what does it take for me to get to this goal? And then you can measure that up against where you at in your life today. And what do you need to do to get to that measure, to get to that mark? You know, and it's like, sometimes I think that we try to do that after we've had the children, after we've been to jail, after we've been kicked out of school. Now, when we all down and out and we on our second strike, now we want to turn it around and want everybody to give us a chance. It don't work like that. Yeah. It just don't. You know, it's like, man, I'm down and out and I'm fresh out of rehab and now I want to be a lawyer.
What do you think that
and get out my face?
What do you think that comes from? Because if you listen to most of them girls who've been on my show, They do that. They fuck up their life. Many of us, and I tell people all the time, I'm 41, still cleaning up shit I did when I was 18. Where does that? I think there's a juxtaposition there between me and the self.
I gotta look that up. One more time. Let me write that down. I think, look it up, nigga. There.
I think there's a bit of a correlation between the two that are opposites.
Look at the comments. You see this?
Like
this nigga a nerd.
Like the magnet that propels the other magnet, makes it go like repels the other magnet. Sorry,
I see you, Bolo.
It makes it go like that. I think when you say what you're saying, which is true, and what I was saying at the beginning is true, but I think they kind of make each other do this, which makes that happen. Because if you grow up in environments where success really is failure, then the only time you realize
Trump is racialist.
that isn't a true success is once you go through it. Like a lot of these girls see other girls with a kid and they think they have to have a kid in order to succeed. Then they realize how difficult it is once they have that kid by themselves. But I think a lot of what happens in Black communities is these people have to have things done to them before they realize they're real. They don't. Yeah. So I feel what you're saying. You're like, you're on your fucking second strike. Now you're like, okay, I'm going to choke up on the bat.
Trying to get around on it just so I can at least get on base.
Right.
Great.
But I think the reason that happens is because they don't really understand the importance of the strike until it's too late, until they get it.
And I that's 100% true, because we have taken away from our own this is our own doing. We have taken away accountability and responsibility.
Ooh, I'm talking that shit way back then.
We let that dissipate. The whole I hate the phrase "don't judge me." Can't nobody judge me but God. All of that has done nothing but help destroy our whole value system, and it's put us in a position to where we think that no matter what you do, it's okay, and if it ain't, then you just learn.
Man,
because can't nobody judge you but God. As I'm patting my weave on my track or whatever.
Right, you smacking the shit out of your head. Yeah, I don't know why people talk about
judge
this.
you but God, girl. You always they don't know your life. They don't know who you is, where you from. This your life.
But that's what I mean, though. But that's what I mean. That's the push. The push is they are being indoctrinated into a world of failure. And the only time they're realizing it's a problem is when they fail. Then they start saying,
"Hey, yo, if anybody want to talk, anybody got anything they want to say,
this,
you can go ahead and hit
that's
the stream and jump on in. I'm about to bring in my man Bolo.
I tell the story. My mom tells the story all the time, which is funny because we didn't get the story from each other, but we repeat it like we heard each other say it. I think it must be something amongst my grandmother. I said, we didn't know we were poor until we stopped being poor. We didn't know the steak we were eating was shitty steak until we got better steak.
Man.
Yeah.
And I think some of these.
Yeah, buddy. Those were the days. What up, Bolo? Talk to me, man.
Yo, what up, man?
Nothing much, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Hey,
were you around when we were doing those shows?
No, man. I got put on to Tommy. I would say about February. I was looking at Kimbo Slice knocking niggas out. And he just came up. So,
right.
So I seen him, and I seen this dude cursing this chick out. I was like, "Come on, son, this can't be true."
Yeah.
You know, once I got past the cursing, I'm like, "Yo, this dude is on point."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly how it is, man. I'm telling you. Yep.
You got to get past the shock and awe, and then you're like, "Oh, nah, this dude is kicking it, son." But you had a Rick James moment, man, just about 20 minutes ago.
What happened?
Just tried to say I ain't have no sheets, and you came back and said, "Yeah, there's a white sheet." Y'all better not say it was a white sheet.
A bad sheet. It was a backdrop.
You came and said it wasn't a sheet, it was a backdrop, and then came back and said, "Yeah, it was a sheet."
I got the receipt that shows it was a 3-pack backdrop, green, white, and black. That's the receipt. God damn it.
I didn't iron the sheets.
I'm hood, but I ain't no sheets on the mattress hood. I ain't that hood.
I just had to call you out on that. My man said, I ain't even iron the sheets.
It was a backdrop. Yeah, it was a sheet. Yeah, it was a sheet. It was a sheet because I knew I had another one. That's what it was.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no goddamn sheets. Y'all crazy. Yeah, it was a sheet.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I did have a Rick James moment, boy. I tell you.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Oh, man. Hey,
to
you
see
know, how long have you been doing your show?
I started again. I seen Tommy. I started in March, late March.
Okay.
I've only been on for about 10 months.
Okay.
Not that long at all.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm still green.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not where you guys are, so I'm still
Yeah.
green.
Hey,
But
man.
when I saw him doing what he was doing, and then through that, I got put on to you, and then put on to Just Jay, and you know, other people. And I was like, you know what, these cats they holding it down. They, you know, there's a lot of nonsense that's being spoken about. I can't let these cats just, you know, hold it down. And you know, there has to be more of an option.
Took up the fight with us, yeah.
Yes. So and that's why I came on and was like, all right, let me just, you know, get into the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you guys inspired me, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
man,
and I do always say that you guys, you know, you guys are fighting the fight.
Yeah,
and it's an uphill fight, brother.
It is, man. It is, dude. I'm telling you. It's like when I always think about, just like with what we do and the way we do it, it's like I always get reminded of Thanos talking to Tony Stark. And he says, "You're not the only one cursed with knowledge, man." And I'm telling you, it's so
crazy.
True. Yes, it is so true. The amount of friends that I have lost, and not just, you know, in a angry way or violent way or anything like that, but just because of the disagreement and the different points of views that some of my old friends just could not handle. They couldn't just accept the fact that I'm different from them, and they would choose to end a friendship, you know, that has just been around for years, just to say, hey, friends and family alike, just to, you know, because of we don't see things the same way. It's like, man, it's really something, man, to see that. But I can tell you, I've gained a lot too, and it's for the better. What my life was and what my life is before and after, just the changes and the things that I've learned over the years, it was worth it.
Well, you know what, I could definitely say the same thing. You know, when I started the channel, I was trying to figure out how was I gonna come, because I seen that you were holding down the relationships and talking about the guns, and you know, Just Jay was talking about the kids, and Tommy was covering all of it. Right. You know, and I didn't want to echo no one. So, you know, just going through the depression, and I said, let me come with that. Yeah. And just hearing you guys, just, you know, you have to be willing, and what I learned is you have to be willing to lose it all to gain it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because this here is going to tell you, you know, it's hard, man. This road of being a truther is hard and lonely. Yep. Because, you know, you find out a lot of people were just with you because they thought you thought a certain way. And when they figured, oh, you didn't think like that, Brian? Mm-hmm. Really? You like him? You know, people get caught up into the thought of, it's like they could say, well, you like Trump. No, I don't like Trump. I like what he's doing for the people. Right. The hell with Trump. And you know what I'm saying? I don't care if a zebra get up there. The zebra's going to give us some work.
And we cannot get past that. And I'm telling you, I mean, we cannot get past that. I don't understand. And you're talking about, this isn't something that just happened. We've been doing this for years.
Years, brother.
Bringing nothing but facts. And it's like they still, I was just talking on my show the other day about, I was talking with my mom. And she just said, "Oh yes, he's definitely a racist. He's definitely a racist." And I said, "Okay, Mama." I said, "Let me ask you this: from what you know in your 76 glorious years on being on planet Terra, I said, can you tell me what races you know of or have heard of, clan member, Aryan Nation, Brotherhood, whatever? Which one of them you know would support and actually move into law a plan to fund HBCUs?" And she said, "Well, I can't think of one." I said, "Okay." He did. I said he also came up with a bill to get a lot of niggas out of jail for petty drug crime. I said, "Does that sound like something that a racist would do?" She said, "Well, no." I said, "Well, Mama, do you really still believe that he is a racist?" She turned right back around and said, "Yes."
Yeah.
Because
Listen,
how he made me feel. I said, "Goddamn."
I went as far as to say to someone, I said, what Trump did as a citizen when he took out that newspaper clipping on the Central Park 5
back in 85.
Back in 85,
Right.
he was a private citizen when he did.
Yes.
This guy Biden, as a lawmaker, put out the crime bill.
Yes.
So he's never made legislation that has hurt Black and Hispanic people, but this man did.
Yep.
So who's the biggest racist here if you're going to talk about it?
And the thing is, too, what people fail to acknowledge about when Trump did that, the whole goddamn city of New York wanted to kill whatever nigga or whatever person was responsible for this, which is 100%. Why he did it.
100%.
Everybody was like, "We got to get whoever did this to this.
Whoever did this, right?
Running white lady. Whoever it is got to pay." I said, "You talking about a time when the media was just the newspaper and what you saw on 2, 5, and 7.
That's it.
That's
11
it.
wasn't 11 and Channel 9.
Wasn't no
11 and 9
requests. Wasn't no police reports. Wasn't no fact checkers. It was what a reporter told you and what you saw printed in the newspaper. You literally had 2 sources for information. I said nobody was able to do what can be done today. We weren't even close to that type of information, to having access to that information. I said, and the way it was spun back then, that's why he did it. I said, and then also, too, what a lot of people don't realize or know, Joe Biden not only did the crime bill in 94, he did one back in like 80, 84, 83 or something like that. Him and Strom Thurmond went to go see Ronald Reagan, or was it Nixon? It was Nixon or Reagan, one of them, that they went to go see to say, "Hey, man, we gonna put together this crime bill to get some of these people off the streets. We need you to make sure it go through." Went and saw the president and did it. So he did not one but 2 bills that locked up and over average amount of colored people or minorities. So it's like, it ain't like he did it one time. It was like, "Oops, I'm sorry." No, this is what his thing is.
Well, this is what I say, man. That one, this is a beautiful thing that the Lord had put on YouTube, where you have people, independent journalists come on, bring up their research and put it to the people, be it good or bad. You make your decision. I'm just going to put this information up for the people to see. Right. And here's the truth. And here's the thing. We're getting to a point where they're going to start censoring that. Censorship is coming. If you don't see it, it's coming. So even on the YouTubes and the Instagrams, wherever, you think that you can get, and this is where all the people are coming to. All the people, the doctors, the nurses, they're all running to YouTube because they can't get it on regular mainstream.
Yep.
So this knowledge that these brothers is kicking, and you got to take it in, man, while there's still yet time, because there will be a time when all you're gonna hear is the fuckery. Yep. You're not gonna hear the truth. You're not gonna. It's like, remember when BET used to give you the HBCUs and they used to give you the colleges and all that.
Hey,
they took that away.
Remember when BET was just black?
Mhm.
He
They
just
took
go
that-
there.
Yeah.
I remember when BT was just, hey man, it's just all black stuff on here. It's
Right.
all black. It wasn't no, oh well, we got this and this person. It was all black. All
Yeah.
the black artists, all the new black artists, everybody that was black, kid. Even the news. They used to have news on
News.
BT.
Right.
All black.
News. You know what
All
I'm saying?
black.
So
And talked about black news. Yep.
yeah. So those things are being slowly taken away, and that information is being taken away. And that's what's
Absolutely.
happening here. So get this information while it's readily available, because
Yep.
soon it will be unavailable. And
Yes.
man, listen, congratulations
Thank you, brother. I
for
appreciate
being
it, man.
successful. And hopefully I can have a run like you on this YouTube thing. And again, congratulations. Happy holidays to you and your family. And
sir.
may the Lord bless you with a million more years, man. And
Same
thank you
to
for
you,
letting me
man.
on, baby.
Same to you, bro. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes, indeed. So and here's another thing too. One of the things that I've thought about, maybe about third or halfway through me doing this, and just looking for, because everybody, I don't care what nobody say, everybody want to grow. Everybody want their channel to grow. Everybody want to do things, make their channel blow up and all of that good stuff. Everybody want to be Tommy Sotomayor or bigger. But one of the things that I thought about, and this is something that I learned from Tommy actually, was the content that you create. And I hope that I know Bolo should, hopefully he's still listening. But the content that you create may not be what's happening, or may not be for those in this time, but could potentially be for those that will come at a later time. And the reason why I had this conflict was just thinking about me doing this do y'all remember when one of my biggest videos that I've done was about when I was talking about R. Kelly, talking about when I broke down the R. Kelly series, Surviving R. Kelly, and all of that. If you wasn't around back then, you can go back and look on my channel. But those were some of my biggest numbers. I'm talking, and for me at that time, only having roughly about maybe 3,000 subs, I was putting up numbers like 40,000, 50,000, 90,000, 100,000. I mean, my shows were popping when I was doing them about when I was doing them about R. Kelly. And it was like the numbers were like, wow. Even my live numbers, I was up. I think I had gotten up at one time at one of those shows that I did. I was up to like almost 1,000 viewers. It was, I was getting it cracking. And with that, I was thinking, man, I could really do this whole thing about celebrity gossip, essentially. Because the position that I took with R. Kelly wasn't that position of it just being, oh, this is going on, this is celebrity, everybody want to know about it, and everybody talking about it. It was from a position, and I see your question, Sean Mix, man. I'm gonna get to you in a second, bro. And I was thinking about it from a perspective of just saying, I'm not doing this because it's, the thing that everybody want to talk about. I'm doing this because there's a lesson to be learned in this. Because my whole thing was what has happened with R. Kelly, what has happened to R. Kelly, and what has happened to those young girls. It ain't just all one man's fault. This is a community thing. Because there were so many moving parts to this and so many people involved in this that I wanted to bring about and talk about all of it. I wanted to talk about the fact that R. Kelly was taken advantage of as a kid, the fact that he was molested and sexually abused repeatedly as a kid. I wanted to talk about the fact that his mama put him in a fucked up situation. His sister fucked him up in the head. I wanted to talk about the managers that were taking advantage of him. I wanted to talk about the whole Aaliyah thing and that he got married to her and all of that kind of stuff and how they pencil whipped the shit and frauded motherfucking documents and all of that shit. That's what I wanted to talk about. And if you go back and watch my shit, that's what I'm talking about. I then talked about and shifted it to the responsibility of the parents. I talked about the fuck shit that Sparkle did. I talked about the fuck shit that these mamas and daddies was doing, all in the midst of trying to get some fame, trying to get some shine, and trying to get some money. And I talked about the greedy part of it and the blackmail and the extortion part of it, to where it was cool until the checks they was getting ran out. It was all good and they kept their mouths shut until the payment was done and the final payment was made and they had burned through the money because they spent it all on Louis and Gucci. Now you on TV crying, talking about you a victim. So it was like I was bringing the whole thing. I was giving you the whole spectrum of like, hey, let's look at this dude. Let's look at this situation from a child perspective, to him becoming a young adult, to him becoming an artist, to him becoming a superstar. And then the girls that were involved and the people that helped run this whole situation around. And then let's look at the parents. Let's look at the other parents that let their children come around. And then we're going to even look at the managers and the road managers and the producers and everybody that was around doing this shit. Now, once the shit is on TV, everybody got a problem with it. Now we talking about it. But we could see, and one of the things I kept comparing at that time was Centoya Brown. We can compare a woman who was getting pimped and went out and killed a man in his sleep, robbed that man after she killed him, and then she got off and got out of jail. But we want R. Kelly to fry? We muting him? That's what we're doing? And it was one of those things to where I was saying we need to be more responsible and we need to hold people accountable for the things that are right and wrong. This was the thing about being righteous and being understanding. If we're gonna be understanding about Centoya Brown, how come we can't be understanding about R. Kelly? Why? Because he's a superstar? Because he got money? And my biggest problem with that was niggas was the main ones trying to tear him down. Just like with Bill Cosby. Niggas be the first ones to go and tear a nigga down as soon as somebody say, ooh, what he did was not right. We all on it. All of the superstars coming out and talking about him. Like, why would y'all be the main ones coming out talking about this man? You know, and it was all of them. But then when you have white people do the same thing or something similar, they shut up and let their shit go. Go ahead and do your thing, man. The women will come out and talk. But most of the superstars, you don't see Johnny Depp talking about Harvey Weinstein. You didn't see what's the dude name? Goddamn. Robert De Niro talking about Harvey Weinstein. All of the people that were connected with him. You didn't see that. You didn't see Obama and the Obamas talking about Harvey Weinstein. You didn't see that. And they let their daughter go intern with that dude. So it was like with all of that I was doing, I easily could have went and started doing the celebrity gossip thing and potentially could have blew up. Potentially could have blown the fuck up from it. Because I see the people that do it and I know I'm better than them. I'm just saying. I know for a fact I'm better than them. When you look at some of the people that's doing that shit and look at the numbers that they're doing, I know I'm better than them. Just saying. And it was like everything that was going on at that time, it was really one of those things where I had to think about what it was that I was doing. And that was one of the things that I learned from Tommy. And it was just like the content that I'm creating right now, in my opinion, it's righteous. And it's righteous to the point to where I want my grandkids and my great-grandkids to be able to look at their granddaddy, great-granddaddy right now. I love y'all, whether I'm here or if I'm gone. And I want them to be able to say, wow, back in 2020, back in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, my grandfather was talking about this shit and he was on point. And it was like, that's why I said, no, I got to keep it righteous. So even if I only get 170 views, or if I only get 2,000 views, or 3,000 views, or 4,000 views, it's worth it because I know that my content is righteous. And it's like, that matters. And I learned, that's one of the things that I learned from Tommy. I'm going to stay in my lane of righteousness because it does matter. It really does matter. When you look back, when I look back and I listen to all of these people that do celebrity gossip and all these people that's in the beef sector and all that shit, what they kids and their kids and their grandkids kids and what they gonna look back and hear and see what they grandmamas was doing and their granddaddies was doing, it's gonna be atrocious. It's gonna be embarrassing. It's gonna be terrible. And all they're gonna have to say is, well, at that time, you ain't understand. It was a different time, and they had said something to me, and I had said something to them, and they was coming after me. They was coming for me. That's what you're gonna be saying at 80? It matters what you do. It matters how you do it. It really does. And it's like I'm so glad that I learned about YouTube. I learned about getting into having a channel and a platform. I'm glad I learned it from one of the most righteous, one of the best to ever done it. I'm glad of that. I'm very thankful for that because I have a righteous blueprint as opposed to a path that's toxic, a path that's disrespectful, a path that's just it's in my opinion such a waste of time and energy that these other people are taking. What are you really doing with your life if you're not helping, enriching, or helping someone else to grow? What are you really doing? You in my opinion, if what you're doing isn't helping people grow, if it isn't helping people think, if it isn't helping people build, then you're essentially wasting people's time, tearing people down, tearing things down, and you're being destructive. And it's okay to destroy when you're building. It's okay to tear down to build back up. But when you're just tearing down for the sake of tearing down and you're doing it to each other, it's just destructive. And that, in my opinion, for those of you that are highly religious and that are very Christian-like, that is the mission of the enemy. I hate to get all biblical and preachy, but just think about that. And that's one of the reasons why I don't participate in it. That's one of the reasons why I don't really, I'll call the motherfucker out and say, oh, that's some fuck shit. That what the fuck they doing. That's some bullshit. That's fucked up. What they doing to this man is fucked up. And it's like, I hear people always talk about, Tommy shouldn't be doing this. He shouldn't be bothering them. But you have to fight against evil. You really do. Especially when they come in and they're using your name. I can't tell nobody how to defend their life when their life is being, hey, don't spam my chat. Don't spam my chat. Come in with a name like Democratic Republican. Click the link, motherfucker. How about that? If you want to talk, if you want to say something, say it. Don't come in my chat and spam my chat. Whoever the fuck you are. If you ain't got balls enough or ovaries enough to click the link and speak to me like an adult, I don't want you here. Don't spam my chat. But when a man has to defend his name, there's no way that somebody can tell a man how to do that. Just like I talk about guns, and I'm going to lead right into Sean. When I talk about guns, you can't tell me how to defend my life, how to defend my family. You can't tell me what tools I get to use to defend my family and to defend myself. I'd be damned if you tell me I got to wait on the police, hope and pray for the police, and let the police handle how somebody is fucking with me and my family. That's insane. It's disrespectful. That means you don't give a shit about me. You don't care about me if you're trying to tell me not to defend myself because you feel that I shouldn't. Because you want to look out for the criminal. The fact that you get more compassion for somebody who is trying to hurt me, take from me from what I worked hard for, the fact that you're trying to do that for the sake of the person who's actually committing that crime against me and my family lets me know that you care nothing about me. Just saying. I'm just saying. That's exactly what that means. So it's just my thing. And to Sean, he said he's about to take a course, and he wanted to know what's a good first time handgun to get. Well, let me go ahead and answer that. So Sean, one of the things you want to look for, and I tell people this all the time, this is a tool that you're getting ready to purchase that's going to save your life or your family's life or someone that you care about, or if you're a sheepdog, an innocent person's life. One of the things you don't want to do with this tool that you're getting ready to purchase is you don't want to get a subpar tool. You don't want to get a cheap tool to protect your life. You want to have a tool that you know and are 100% confident in that is going to function to the best of its ability consistently. So I'm going to say these few names. And when you go to the gun store, you can actually go and check these out. 6 Hour, and this is not in any type of order. 6 Hour, I think it's the P326. They're 9mm. Glock, check out the Glock 19, the Glock 17, the Springfield. I forgot the name of it, but they're 9mm. You can check that out. I think it's the XD. Yeah, the Springfield XD. It's the double stack 9mm. And Smith & Wesson. You can check out the Smith & Wesson, what is it called? Shit. Damn it. The S&P. The Smith & Wesson S&P 9mm. The Beretta PX4 Storm, or the Beretta 92 FS. Or the 96A. I think that's the one with the rail on the bottom. Those 5 names. Check their 9mm out. Now, if you get into the gun store, somebody start telling you about a 40 cal, somebody start telling you about a 45. The Ruger, JC, is that SD? Is that the Ruger? I'm not sure. But once you do that, I would suggest spend the $20 or whatever it is, or if you know some people that got that gun, got those guns, have them go to the gun range with you and just try to shoot their guns first. Get you a box of 9mm from Walmart if you can, whatever, and just shoot you a mag out of each one of those guns before you buy. Rent the gun, trust me. It's going to cost a little bit of money, but rent the gun first before you buy it. Yeah, the SDV9, that's cool. Yeah, Smith & Wesson 9mm, those are cool too. But go ahead and get that gun and rent that gun first and shoot those to see if you like those. And what you want to check is how it feels in your hand and the mechanics you use, how well you can shoot it. That's all you want to do. It's not complex. It's not real difficult, not crazy. It's not, you want to just pick it up and you want it to feel good. Not weird, not kind of awkward. You want it to feel good. When you operate in the safety, if it has a safety on the side, you want to feel good about it. You want to feel like you can hit it. You want to pick that gun up and you be like, man, it feels good in my hand. And when you shoot that gun, you want to feel confident in shooting that gun. Like, man, I can really shoot this gun. Once you do that, barring no training, once you do that, that's the gun you pick for your first everyday carry firearm. Don't go and get no little small super compact gun. Don't go get no big ass 45. Get you a full size or a compact, not a subcompact. At least 13 rounds, 9mm. And those are the names. Okay. All right. So, hold up. So I guess this is the person who spammed my chat, the Democratic Republican. So let's see what this person got. Matter of fact, let me do this. Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't want no bullshit. Yep. And we are going to Do this right. And there he go. Running away. Just as I thought. Was gonna bring him in, but he ran away. It is what it is. Yep. You say, and then Sean, here's the thing too. Once you do that and you get that gun, you make your purchase, then I need you to commit to two things. Make this commitment to yourself that you will go to the gun range and shoot once a month, and you will pay to go to a pistol shooting course at least once a year. If you got, some cash and you got a little money, because usually those classes cost you a couple of $100, it's well worth it. But if you go to a shooting course that's outdoors, an outdoor shooting course, and there's plenty of places that have them. You get you a outdoor shooting course and you go to and take a class at least twice a year. If you can't afford 2 or 3 times a year, then just go once. And here's the thing about those shooting classes. Take them at different times of the year. Yes, take it when it's cold as shit. Take it when it's hot as fuck. Take it when it's rainy or whatever the case may be. Take it through those different seasons. Why? Because the elements do affect how you perform. Just saying. So I would just recommend that you commit to yourself to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead, go through this class. Once I get my CPL, I get my license and all that stuff, and I'm carrying every day, I'm going to try to go to the range at least one day a week for like an hour, 2 hours. Shoot your baby 50 to 100 rounds at the very least, and just shoot so you can keep getting familiar with the firearm, and then take you a pistol course at least 1 to 2 a year. 3 would be optimal, but if you can take you 1 or 2, you're doing great. So many people buy guns and go to the range with no training. And what you do when you do that, you create a bunch of bad habits. And before you know it, you be talking all that smack, talking all that shit, putting your shooting on Facebook Live and how you go to the range, you do this, all that stupid shit. Then when you in a real situation, you fuck up. And that's what a pistol course will teach you. It will teach you how to shoot under duress. It'll teach you how to run and shoot. It'll teach you, and that course should have your ass moving and shooting. If you ain't moving and shooting, you just standing at a fucking gun line and you just shooting on the other side, you ain't really doing shit but putting rounds through your firearm. That's what the range is. You're putting rounds through your firearm just to be familiar with the workings of your gun. You take a pistol course to learn how to shoot in a gunfight. Ammo is expensive. It is. But it's worth it to train. Yes, sir. What does that mean? The cops are watching and listening. I don't understand what that means. Caramel baby. I don't know what that means. But just make sure that you are putting yourself in a situation where you're constantly training, because when shit hits the fan, if you are in a situation where you have to use your firearm, all of the videos you watch, all of the research you do, it's all going to come down to one thing: muscle memory. What you have trained to do is what you will do. What you have trained not to do is what you won't do. If you ain't doing nothing but standing at the gun line and shooting, put your gun down, look at your paper and all that shit, when some shit comes down, you ain't gonna know things like don't stop moving. You won't know things like the first time you hear a gunshot, go into cover instead of concealment. Those are the things that you need to know that will instantly click. If I hear a gunshot right now, my first thing is going to be take cover. Get ready. Now I need to assess. That's what that is. So it's like, but that came from training. You hear that first bang, you don't want to be like, what's going on? Let me go run it. You want to take cover and see what the fuck is going on first from cover. Being able to being in a confrontation with somebody, knowing what to do. Right, thank you. That's my baby's gun, the XD9M. And I did. If you go to my M9, XD M9. If you go to my United Guns of America channel, you will see the reviews I did on those guns. I did a review on the Springfield. I did a review on my Beretta. Did a review on the Glock. I did a review on the Glock 40. I did a review on the Glock 17. I did a review on my AR. So you can go and see those too. And you can also YouTube other channels that got them as well. But you want to be able to know how to do those things. And the only way you know how to do them is by training. That's how you learn. So keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind. Go train. For those of y'all that got guns already, just bought guns during this time of the pandemic and all that shit, just bought a gun a couple of years. If you're not going to a class somewhere, you need to go. Pay that $150, $200, whatever it is. You can buy a $200 pair of Jordans. You can take a fucking pistol class. You can take a rifle class. Take those classes. Train. Learn how to train. Because that's what's going to save your life, is your training. Not just your gun being a 1911. That's not going to save your ass. You need to know how to use your firearm in a situation of a gunfight. That's what you want to be able to do. And you want to be confident. You want to know what to do and how to do it. You want to be trained in it because it's muscle memory. Because when your adrenaline is pumping, when you're scared, when you're trying to figure out what's going on and you get tunnel vision and all that kind of shit, all that shit plays and comes into effect as to how well you perform. Just saying. He says, I have pistols, but I don't have an AR. I'm planning to buy a Ruger 5.56 or Smith & Wesson. Great start, JC. I think that everybody should. If you don't have an AR-15, you should try to get one. You should be in the process of getting one. If you can't afford an expensive one, get you a $500-$600 AR-15. That Smith. I haven't seen that Ruger, but I know that Smith & Wesson AR-15, that M&P, that's a standard issue AR-15. And then there's a Springfield Saint. That Springfield Saint, I've heard nothing but good things about that. Those are decent beginner rifle. Now, I know you're going to run into a motherfucker that'll tell you, I can build you a rifle, build your own, it's the best way to go. I hear you, but if you don't know about these rifles and you don't know how to take them down and take them apart and do all that kind of stuff, if you don't have that, then you need to be able to say, hey, look, I need to be able to go to the manufacturer. Something happens to your charging handle, something happens to your trigger group, something happens to your firing pin. You don't want to have to try to find the guy that put your rifle together. You want to be able to say, hey, I can go to the manufacturer. You lose a spring or something like that, you want to go to the manufacturer. As opposed to trying to find the guy who put it together for you that you paid an extra $50 to, or you bought a 6-pack of beer with and he saved you $100. Just saying. So when you're thinking about those kind of things, I definitely suggest, hey, yes, you should have a pistol. You should buy a pistol first. Then you should go ahead and you should get yourself an AR-15. So I'm just saying, make sure that you have those two things addressed. Any other questions? We've been on here for what? A little bit over an hour, almost an hour and a half. I think this was a good show. I'm glad I was able to go back into time a little bit. I got a little nostalgic and man, it was good. Talking about my first show with Tommy, just talking about the ups and downs on YouTube. And I can tell you guys this, all of the equipment and stuff that I've invested in, I've invested a hefty penny myself into this, but thank you for everybody who has donated every show, every other show, once a year on the show, whatever the case may be. What my equipment was back then, and what my equipment is now, it's night and day. It is night and day. I'm telling you, it's night and day. Matter of fact, I wonder if I even got a picture of my first setup. I'm gonna look and see if I got that. But it's like, man, what I initially had and what I was initially doing and the way my setup was, it was, hey, bare minimum, just starting out, bootleg, jack leg, whatever you want to call it. That's what it was. And what it is now ain't too shabby. I must admit. I must admit. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Did y'all have a good Christmas? Y'all let me know if everybody had a good Christmas, man. I appreciate everybody taking the time out to come and check your boy out and hang out with me for a little bit. Like I said, this is the anniversary show. Any other questions you guys got, please just drop them in there and I'll address them real quick. And other than that, I'm going to get on up out of here. Nope, I can't find that show. I can't find that picture. Oh, wait, this is one of my old ones. Oh, wait. No, I do got it. Hold up. Let me see if I can put this up here. Wonder if y'all can see this. Yeah, that was my initial setup. Y'all see that folding chair? Y'all see that MacBook, that old ass MacBook computer? Do y'all see that? That was it right there. Shout out for the Cash App. I see you. But do you see that old ass computer right there? I had them lights, and that's how I had the little purple joints back there, the purple light. And you can see the folding chair with the cushion on it. I had a card table, and I had a tray, a food tray basically, with that little fake plant. I still got that fake plant too. I ain't letting that go. And I had like some little bullshit as a little sound barrier that my boy Mike made for me. You talking about humble beginnings. Now, let me see if I can find this. This was phase 2. Y'all see that? Your boy changed the game. I up my come on now. Another that's what's up. Appreciate the second Cash App. I had some triple monitors there. Finally have bought a real PC. Look at that. And I brought a desk. See how I elevated? I elevated, boy. I came up. Yeah. That's what I did. That's what I came up to. Now, this was it right here. That was it from the other view. See where I was? You see where my kitchen was? I was right there in the living room, G. Right there in the living room. Straight up. You see that soundboard? Your boy Tommy Sotomayor got that for me. That microphone, I think at this point I bought my own mic. But that first one was just like that my man Mike Petrangelo bought for me. Let me borrow. Then, let me see. We're going to get on up out of here after that. I had that up there. I had that. Now let me show y'all. That's where it was. And I didn't do nothing else to it until I got here. And that's when when I first got here, I had that same setup. And then I was able to level up one more again. And I'm going to show you what it looks like now, if I can find it. That's not it. That's not it. My boy. Oh, wait, is that another picture? Yeah, this is what it was. Yup. So when I got here, ooh, that shit is junky. I'm going to still show it, though. Fuck it. Keep it real. Keep it 100. I'm going to keep it real, nigga. Keep it real. That's what it was when I first got here. How it looked. When I first got here, that's pretty much what it was, right? Now, let me show you. Let me show you what your boy working with now. Let me show you how good God. Oh, yeah. Let me show you how good God is. Now look at your boy. Ooh-wee. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Look at that. Got that U-shape. Great. Look at those monitors over there, boy. Look at them quads. What you know about it? That's what I got up to. So, hey, what Joel Embiid said, trust the process. Trust the process. Yes, indeed. That came from y'all. That came from me. Hey, that's a collaboration. That was just plenty of people helping your boy out. Shout out to my brother helping your boy out. So that's what it was. I'm just saying. We got there. We got there. I remember when everybody was donating to the mic fund and all that kind of shit. It was great, man. Somebody says, what, JC, how much I should do a show with who? Got a brother. I don't know who Michael Knowles is. But hey, email me. That's fine. Like I said, as long as you know things are copacetic. If it's good, it's all good. I don't mind collaborating with people. I don't know who that is, but hit me up. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out everybody that donated tonight. If y'all got any other questions, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. And we're gonna get on up out of here, man. And wrap up this wonderful Christmas. I tell you, man, it's good to be able to have your wife and your kids all together, everybody healthy, and we living good, man. It's like ain't where I want to be, I ain't where I used to be. So I'm happy where I am right now, and I'm moving forward. So I really do appreciate it. Oh, she trolling, or he trolling or whatever. Then yeah, get them on up out of here. If they trolling, I ain't got time. Not today. Not today. Not today. Shout out to my man Reginald Lockley. Hit your boy off with $3. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. My man J Turk 93 hit your boy off with $7. That's what's up. Appreciate you. Hey, my man Bolo hit your boy up with the fever. Say happy anniversary. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. Also to my man Dre Zulu, hit your boy off with $10. Happy holidays to you too, bro. And my man Michelle Colbray. He hit your boy up. He said, what you do in the Midwest up. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Always looking out, man. Yes, indeed. Also, my man JC hit your boy up with $5. Thank you, man. JC from the chat. Appreciate you. Then came back and hit me with another $5. He says, check out The Honest Texan. All right, I'll check him out. Thanks, man. I appreciate the donation as well. Let me go ahead and check this PayPal, and we gone, y'all. Let's see. Let me see. That's that Usher, ain't it? I remember that. Let's see. Give a shout out to Christy Meadows. Hit your boy with $5. That's what's up. Thank you for that donation. And let me see. Anybody else? Nope. Don't see nobody else. Nope. That's it. All right, guys, I want to say thank you to everybody one more again. Shout out to Soto Nation. Shout out to all the mods. And shout out to, last but not least, my brother, Tommy Sotomayor. JC asks how much to advertise. Email me, JC. Don't mind it at all, brother. Email me and let's see. Email me and let me know what you're trying to do. And we'll definitely figure it out, man. We'll get it together. I'm finna send something right now. Okay, King Gene, I appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Shout out to all the people that came through tonight. Kale's Nation, Sean Mixman, JC, Fly Media. Let's see, CJ Gunn, G Friend 94, my beautiful wife, Keshana Redmond, yes. Fanny Raymond, Raymond Jones. Let's see who else. BN Lace Demon, I think. Let's see, Lewis the 8th or the 7th or the 17th. Lewis the 18th, Lewis the 17th. There we go. I got it together. Let's see. Who else is up in there that I normally see all the time? My man Bolo, of course. And everybody else that came through. Thank you guys so much. It's been a great night. My man Crestline Iceberg. Let's see who else. D'Angelo Menifee, UFO Kamikaze. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. And Merry Christmas, Merry New Year, and Happy Christmas to everybody. Also, to my man Grim726, hit your boy with $10 as well. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And for those of you who may be alone or may be missing your loved ones for whatever reason, hey, just know that your boy is praying for you guys. I pray that you have peace and to have a good night's sleep and to rest. Y'all go ahead and take it easy. Do something for yourself and actually call somebody that you don't normally call. Just tell them you're thinking about them. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. Happy 4-year anniversary. I'll see y'all this same time next year. Love you guys. Have a good night. We are out of here. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. It's been real. I love y'all. Peace and good night. Yeah, buddy. Click that like button. Click that subscribe button if you have not. And hey, leave me something in the comment section so we can talk about it. And if you got any problems with me in the comment section on my videos, don't just leave it in the comment section. Email me, come on the show and tell me what you think. Let's get a dialogue going. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Peace.